Fran, what kind of options did you have on the last 7.6 there coming down the floor?
Well, there was a lot. I think J-Bo felt like he was free enough to pull, and he wants to be the guy to shoot it in that situation. Isaiah makes a great play and gets a second one for us. I think if you go back and look at it, we had some guys who were open. Maybe he could have kicked it. They doubled him. He did a pretty good job freeing himself up.
Fran, Tyler gets 4 shots. Is that mostly just what Maryland was doing?
We're in a motion offense. I mean, yeah, they're paying attention to him. They were coming sometimes to double. I want him to shoot more. We try to get him free in transition. We try to get him free into motion. We ran some sets. It's one of those things.
Seemed like every step was a challenge until down the stretch. Here you come again.
Yeah, it was a struggle offensively. Give them credit for that. We didn't make shots we normally make in the first half. Then we missed free throws coming down the stretch. The last minute of the half had a chance to get a tie because we were getting enough stops. This is a team that's plus 10 on the glass. And we out-rebound them, have 18 offensive rebounds. At least we recognize that shots weren't falling. Better go back and get it. So I really credit our guys for doing that. Really proud of them for that. They kept our turnovers down in the second half. And in a game like this, when it's a struggle offensively, you just want to hang in there and give yourself a chance, and that's what we did.
Was tonight sort of a matter of the shot not going in at the end compared to the last 2 games, or what was different?
Yeah, kind of the whole game. Shots that normally go in by good shooters weren't going in.
You guys didn't turn it over a lot, but you guys were outscored 20-8 on points off turnovers.
Our turnovers in the first half were a little more problematic, I thought. We only had 6 in the second half. We had 8 in the first half. That's probably a little bit too high. You can survive 6. They're pretty quick, so if you do turn it over in a live ball situation, they're going to go.
Would you kind of characterize this as played kind of a pretty average to below average game, and still lost by 1 point to a good team?
Every game is different. They're really good. They're big. They can beat you with threes. They can beat you with post-ups. They can go with a big lineup or small lineup. We did the same. Both teams finished the game coming down the stretch small. We had stretches where we were cooking, and they had stretches the same, and then there were stretches where they were struggling and we were struggling. Offensively, it was a challenge for us all night. We really never got where we wanted to, but we made enough shots to hang in. They got it to 11 a couple times. We would get it back. It never got away from us. We got into double bonus early, which was key coming down the stretch. And we didn't really make a lot of threes until coming down the stretch again. So, credit the guys for that.
Is there any area that concerns you at this point?
No.
It was their perimeter guys that kind of beat you tonight. It seemed like you did a good job of it.
Well, yeah, they do that a lot. I mean, those 3 guys have made 150 threes. That's a lot of threes from 3 guys. They're all shooting pretty good percentage. Cowan's a little less because he shoots more. But tonight he goes 5 for 10. He's a really good player.
You feel like you took advantage enough of that double bonus in that second half?
Yeah, no, maybe not. It wasn't like we changed anything. It's not like we said, okay, we're going to start shooting jumpers. We wanted to drive. We wanted to throw it in. We wanted to pitch it to the rim. We ran different kinds of actions to get that done. We ran some plays with post-up action. We found ourselves open with some jump shot opportunities, and fortunately enough of them went in so we could take the lead.
I don't know if it was asked this, but Cowan getting in the lane the way he did that set up everything after that?
He's a pretty hard guy to keep out of the lane. I mean, he's pretty quick. They run good stuff. You got a lot of things to consider. When he's got the ball, when he's off the ball, you got Wiggins making threes, you got Cowan making threes, you got Ayala making threes, you got Fernando out there. So there's a lot of different ways you can go, but he's a hard guy to keep out of the lane. When you have the lead there, you don't want to foul him either.
Bohan made free throws down the stretch, so frustration wasn't a factor at that point, but he seemed kind of frustrated maybe a little bit throughout the second half. Did you say anything to him maybe after the game just to?
I think he really battled. I think he's facing teams, not just this team, but teams that are going to focus on stopping him. They're going to face guard him. They're going to chase him. They're going to bang him. They'll trap him. kind of what he's got to get used to. He's, it's been happening to him, since high school, so it's no different. I think if there's any frustration, it's just that he expects to make more shots than he made tonight. And he was really trying, he was really working, so I'm proud of him.
Take 2 more questions. Have you seen a common thread over the last 2-3 games just with the slow starts on offense? Can you
No.
put your finger on anything?
You got a big spark from Nicholas, especially in the last 5 minutes or so.
He was great.
Yeah.
But, it's both ends. He's active defensively. He knows where to go in the press, if we're man, if we're zone, and 5th-year senior.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.